So in a lot of my previous videos, I've been saying in the conclusion how much I love the customs that I have made and how much I don't regret making them. This is not one of them. Hey guys, Maxmc55 here, and today we are taking a look at my custom Transformers Prime Deadlock, made out of Transformers Prime Beast Hunter's smokescreen. Now don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the look of this figure. I think I did an amazing job with the paint, and I absolutely love the matte black that I used. Usually I'm more of a gloss kind of guy. I kind of like my stuff being like shiny and cool, and also gloss paint doesn't chip as easily as matte paint does, but I needed just black and I didn't have gloss black at the time, so using matte black was the only option I had, and honestly it came out so much better than I thought it would. But there is a glaring, big, throbbing issue with this custom, and yeah, his arm falls off. Like, to the point where you can't even pose it, because if you even touch it, it will just fall off. And it sucks because then this is basically just one-armed custom, and yeah, this is not good for stop motion animating at all. It's anyways, the history and story behind how the arm came off was when I was unboxing the figure on my live stream. I realized that the arm was quite loose, so I thought, hey, why don't I just put just a little bit of super glue in the socket just to make it more thick so it could like move around a bit. But I added too much super glue, it appears, so now the ball does not go into the socket properly and it just drops off. So yay! Also, originally on this custom, I was going to not paint the clear plastic windows because I didn't mind this sort of like purpley blue color that smokescreen came with, and it kind of matched Deadlock's kind of vibe. But after completing the custom, I thought, no, it needs the red. Even if it is unrealistic looking for a car to have red window tints, it just looks so good, especially in car mode, but we'll get to that soon. Although, unfortunately, one of the windows is just a bit splodgy with, like, it just doesn't look very shiny and good, and both windows just have something wrong with them. The right window has a little bit of texturing weirdness going on, and then the left just has, like, black spots from, like, black paint. So, not fun, but something I can definitely fix within the future. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about why I actually made this custom. So I just really wanted a Deadlock in my collection, and I really wanted Deadlock to be sort of stylized, not like, you know, Legacy or Age of the Primes. I just wanted them to be sort of unique, and then I thought, I really like the Transformers Prime smokescreen toy. I've always wanted the Prowl version as one of my holy grails. So I went out and tried to find a smokescreen, and I did. I found one for like deluxe price on Vinted, which was great. So I bought it, I unboxed it, I broke it, oh well, then I repainted it, and here he is. Yeah, it was just another custom I made on a whim. It wasn't like a big long planned custom, it was just something I went, kind of want to do that. Okay, let's go do that. Now, because I bought this guy secondhand, the original seller just didn't have his original weapons or gear, so I had to improvise, and I gave him a sniper rifle because I like Deadlock with a sniper. So this sniper came from Transformers Flawless Cybertron Blaster, and the red tip you see here is actually not made for Deadlock. This was from an original custom OC that I made years ago. I mean, it doesn't exist anymore. It was turned into shattered glass, but yeah, I just reused that sniper, and I think the red tip really goes well with Deadlock's just redness. Now, I based this color scheme off the Generations toy, but I also based a little bit off the custom version that Crosshairs Productions did in his stop motion videos. So there's a little bit of his essence in this custom as well. And then the stripes on the doors aren't too bad. I mean, it could have been better. It definitely could have been refined, but for what it is, I think it looks great. Now, I did keep a lot of the dark gray plastic just non-painted because I found there was no real point. I mean, it breaks up the color a lot, and it just gives it more depth and, you know, color breakage. And then I didn't want to waste more paint or potential breakages, you know, with the arm. Another thing I don't like about this custom is definitely the face. You can not see his smirk at all. It's so embedded in there. The paint on the face is also not that good. And then the eyes, again, obviously, is never good. I hate painting eyes. Alright, so for the paints I used matte black, gloss red, gold leaf, and pure white. Comparison time! Here he is with GENO, Super Megatron, Optimus Prime, Shockwave, Shattered Glass Optimus, and Bumblebee. So Transformers Prime Beast Hunter smokescreen mold, let's talk about it because as you know, one of my holy grails is Transformers Beast Hunter's Prowl, and with the new Age of the Prime smokescreen on the horizon, I was geeked, bro. Like, I have pre-ordered 2, I'm gonna make so many customs out of this guy, if he goes on clearance, but it's just, I really like this mold. I know it's not the greatest mold, it has its issues, it's really bad on the transformation, but it looks awesome, man. It just does. I don't know why, I just really want the Prowl version so much, but yeah, it's really impossible to find. And even then, all of its repaints just so cool, except for Streetwise. Like, Barricade is just so awesome, and it sucks that he's a BotCon exclusive, but he might be getting an update in 2027, so I am all here for that. Okay, so transformation for Deadlock is basically just the same, except, you know, you have the removal of the arm, which, you know, sucks. So, very, very happy with how he turned out, with having just this really nice black paint just filling out the entire orb mode with highlights of red in the headlights and the windows, which, yes, used to be blue. I have a picture. There you go. With having the little lights at the bottom being gold, I don't know, it just kind of brings out the gold and it just lets the stripe on the door not be the only gold that's on the car mode. Now, I would have liked to have painted out the wheels because I feel like they need to be picked out in like gunmetal or chrome silver because, yeah, it's too blended into the entire orb mode. And the spoiler, I would definitely like to paint in maybe white or gold, just to give it a little bit more depth and just like make sure it stands out, because everything's black, it's all gonna get, you know, hidden and stuff. But other than that, I'm really happy with this orb mode. So in conclusion, I like the custom, but it has its flaws. It sucks because it would have been an amazing custom if the arm would just stay on, you know? Like, just sometimes I'm dumb, you know? But hey, I have this cool new pen that isn't super glue and it fixes ball joints, so no more of this will happen on my next customs. But at least the paints came out well, so at least he looks good on a shelf, but when you pick him up, just rip off that arm. He doesn't need it anyways.